Your heart just stopped. 1 second ago it was beating. Now it's not. No warning, no countdown, just silence. This is second zero. And what happens over the next 60 seconds is far stranger than most people realize. Because according to modern science, the moment you die might actually be one of the most active moments your brain will ever experience. Let's start at the beginning. The first thing that happens when your heart stops is almost nothing, at least nothing you can feel. Your blood pressure instantly crashes to zero. The blood that was moving through your body moments ago suddenly slows to a halt. But your brain doesn't know that yet. For roughly 10 seconds, it keeps running on the oxygen that is already there. Your neurons are still firing, your thoughts are still forming, your memories still exist. For a few brief moments, you are still you. Then everything starts to change. The brain uses more oxygen than almost any other organ in your body. And when that oxygen supply disappears, it notices fast. Around 10 seconds in, the regions responsible for conscious awareness begin shutting down. Most people lose consciousness here. From the outside, you appear gone, but inside your skull, something extraordinary may be happening. In 2023, researchers studying dying patients expected to see brain activity slowly fade away. Instead, they witnessed something shocking. The brain surged. A sudden explosion of gamma wave activity lit up multiple regions of the brain. These are the same brain waves linked to awareness, memory, dreaming, and consciousness itself. The signal wasn't random. It was organized, focused, almost as if the brain was doing one final burst of processing before everything went dark. And this is where things get strange. For decades, people who were revived after clinical death have described remarkably similar experiences. Bright lights, a feeling of floating above their bodies, an overwhelming sense of peace, and sometimes something even stranger, a life review. But not the kind Hollywood shows. People don't usually see their greatest achievements. Instead, they often remember tiny moments that seemed completely meaningless. Riding a bicycle as a child, a random afternoon, a conversation they forgot decades ago. One survivor even reported seeing a white cat from a memory he didn't know he had. After recovering, he described the scene to his mother. She confirmed it was real. The cat belonged to a neighbor from an apartment they left when he was only 14 months old. A memory buried so deeply, he had no conscious access to it. Yet somehow, it appeared during the final moments of his life. Which raises a fascinating question. Is every memory still stored somewhere inside us? And does the dying brain unlock the entire archive one last time? Nobody knows, but scientists agree something unusual appears to be happening. Meanwhile, the rest of the body is beginning to fail. Around 30 seconds after cardiac arrest, oxygen is no longer reaching your cells. They switch to emergency backup systems. Energy production continues briefly, but toxic acids begin building up. Your muscles relax. Your jaw falls open. Your pupils become fixed and enlarged. From the outside, life appears to be disappearing. Yet many survivors describe the exact opposite. The most common description wasn't fear, it was peace. Then we reach the 60-second mark. This is where things become critical. Damage is starting, but it is not yet permanent. Brain cells can survive several minutes without oxygen before irreversible injury occurs, which means that 1 minute after your heart stops, there is still a chance. CPR, a defibrillator, emergency treatment. People come back from this stage every single day. In a strange way, you're caught between two worlds, not fully alive, not permanently gone. Your cells are waiting for oxygen and blood flow to return, and if that rescue never comes, then this minute becomes your final minute on this side of life. But based on everything scientists have discovered so far, the brain does not appear to spend that minute quietly shutting down. It appears to spend it lighting up. One final surge, one final review, and maybe that's the real lesson hidden inside all of this. The people who come back rarely talk about money. They rarely talk about status. They talk about time, the ordinary moments, the people they love, the random afternoons they thought didn't matter, because those ordinary moments may have been the moments their brains were recording all along, and in the final minute, it might just play them back one last time.